What it is, guys? It's your boy Blastphamoushd, and today we are here to watch 5 of the grossest bug infestations of all time. Yes, I butchered that just now, but I don't give a shit. Alright, so if you guys want to watch the original video, the link's in the description down below. Is by Trend Crave. Alright, so look, I'm not responsible for anything that I do because I'm scared of this. I don't do bugs. You know what I mean? What's really funny is my fight or flight mode activates when like bugs get close to me, and a lot of you guys have seen nothing but my flight when it comes to like my being afraid of situations, but I generally have a more fight to being scared, you know, at least when it comes to bugs that can attack me. Yeah, I mean, like if it's a roach, I'll run and scream, especially if it flies. It's different. But if it's like a bee, I'll fist fight a bee. I actually fist fought a bee. It was at that Fortnite tournament. We was there, and I had bought like these 2 bowls of tostadas. Yeah, I mean, I was super duper hungry, so I was about to eat all of that. 3 bees started flying around. The first 2 came around, just, you know, hovered a little bit and then flew off. The 3rd one just kept coming back, and then it landed on my tostada. I was willing to run, but I wasn't willing to leave the tostada because I was that hungry. A bear could have came after my tostada that day. I would have just had to die that day. Like, it was that serious for me at that time. The bee landed on my plate of tostadas, and I was like, okay, if I slap the bee off my tostada, he's gonna sting me. And I am allergic to all stings. Like, some people are allergic to shellfish, other people are allergic to peanuts. I'm allergic to being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Especially by animals, bugs. In this situation, we was sitting outside in front of around 150 people who were eating in this cafeteria area outside. And it was predominantly Caucasian people. The bee landed on my tostada, and I was like, look, first of all, this bee just stole my food, okay? And food is not something that you don't get shot over, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, this bee just stole my food, which is blatant disrespect, and he's probably still gonna sting me. If I'm gonna get stung and lose my tostada, might as well add them both together and kill this little motherfucker. I just jumped up, came down, and someone has this on their Snapchat or Instagram. Someone recorded this. It was a friend of mine who recorded this. Jumped up and smashed down on the table, breaking the table and getting tostada meat and cheese and guac everywhere. And it sounded like someone had just been blown away with a shotgun. Like, that's what it sounded like, because these tables, they weren't solid. I don't know, it was weird. It was like plastic and metal, so it made like a horrible sound. It stopped everyone moving and talking around. You know, they're looking at us to see what was going on. They started freaking out. By the time they was looking at me and they was all scared, because, you know what I mean, they thought I had freaked out. I was sitting down calmly eating my 2nd bowl of tostada. All my friends was freaking out. They're like, bro, what do you do? Like, where? I'm just like, look, man, the bee disrespected me and stole my food. I got punched in the mouth. It's not my fault he died. Maybe he should have been stronger than that before he decides to go stealing people's tostadas. I wouldn't roll up on somebody and just steal their food in front of them. You get slapped where I'm from. Putting your hands on another man's food is already enough to get shot. Where I grew up at, luckily enough, I knew that and never got shot at because of it. But I'm just saying, okay, he disrespected and he tried to sting me. He had to go. I'm not gonna take a 3rd one. So yeah, let's get to the video.
Hey everyone, it's Trend Crave here, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 5 scariest, craziest, and grossest infestations caught on camera. So we got all different kinds of things. We got snakes, spiders, roaches, you name it. It's disgusting. But before we get into this video, if you guys hate bugs and other creepy, crawly shit, stuff like that, then make sure you leave a like on this video, and of course, comment down below and tell me the craziest infestation that you've ever seen in your life. Tell me all about it down in the comment section, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because that'll really help out. But
man, I ain't gotta tell y'all about my craziest bug infestation. I'll show y'all that mug. Roll 'em, bruh. See, now y'all only saw 1 roach in this video because that's the only one I got on camera. Now, a lot of people be like, but Blastphamoushd, that's not an infestation. We only saw 1 roach. Okay, second off, y'all didn't take into account how messy my apartment was. Bruh, they was everywhere, yo. Man, and they all flew. And that's the part that made me mad. Okay, I can understand I got roaches, alright? I knew what this was before I moved in. Alright, now I can even understand if they're big roaches. alright? That crap happens. But why does it fly? What act of evil evolved roaches whereas to them they could take flight? Understands this not the fact that it's flying that really scares you. Number one is the surprise, and number two is the sound. Like, it sounds like a midget motorboating someone. Like that's what it sounds like. Like it's so ominous.
Let's go ahead and get in this top 5, which is actually a top 7. In the number 7 spot, we've got one of the worst bedbug infestations ever. And this exterminator, he does a lot of bedbug stuff, and even this, compared to the other stuff that he usually does, just absolutely grossed him out. Just as a word of caution, for this one, there's a rather loud background noise of fans blowing and stuff like that, because they're pushing a lot of really hot air, like super hot air, into this room to kill the bedbugs.
The bedroom's cooking. We're pumping heat directly into it. We got the bedroom at 154, 155, somewhere in that range. Like I said, 150s to 155s. Come in here and start moving some activity. Boy, you can see dead bed bugs all over this mattress. There's a whole bunch of live ones right here moving around. Now that we moved that, they're gonna have nowhere to go. So you see they're just going in a circle. They're not really running too far. You're not seeing a whole lot of activity now. It's that fast. As soon as we moved that suitcase or that briefcase that was covering those, they just had nowhere to go. So I mean, it instantly just dries them out. This is the gentleman's pillow. This is pretty repulsive. I don't know how anybody sleeps like this, but he was. Okay, that's disgusting. Take a look at that right there. That is all dead carcasses. Egg sacs, dead bed bugs. This mattress should be thrown out.
Moving on to number 6, this is literally the definition of a nightmare. Like, there are so many spiders in this house. They're all over. Like, there are thousands all over the walls, the ceiling. And not only that, but it's kind of like a little double whammy type thing, because the reason that there's so many spiders was because this was originally a roach-infested house, so there's a bunch of roaches in it too, and these spiders started multiplying because they were eating all the roaches.
This is one of the worst spider infestations I've ever seen. We're now going into the apartment, and there are literally hundreds, if not thousands,
Get it out my face, man!
of spiders everywhere. Those are spiders on the ceiling.
You're too close, man.
Item number 5, we got a beehive that grew super big in this person's house, and they had to have this guy come in and remove the beehive. That's what this video is about. What I do have to say real quick is that when I see a bee or two, I run away, because I'm not getting stung by that shit, okay? But this guy right here that's removing this beehive is doing it without a shirt on, so I don't know what's up with him, but he's got some balls of steel or something.
No!
You gotta remember, this is just the exterior wall. You still have the interior.
What the He's gonna do it like it's not there? Wow. Why don't it look like the front of my honeycomb cereal box? Like, that's what that's shaped like. Either that, like a really ugly vagina. It's not okay. No, it's not. Nah, what do you mean go down? You're in there with no shirt on. It's gonna go down on you. You just gonna do it? You just gonna touch it? What?
In the number 4 spot, this one's not quite as much of an infestation, I guess, but I'm counting it anyways because it's my list. But this involves mayflies, and there are just thousands upon thousands of them that fly around and swarm things together, and it is just insane.
It's something out of a horror movie. A cop car completely covered with the nasty insects. This is how it looked from the police dash cam.
Who did this? This is a locust. You know what I mean? Come on, son, ain't nobody ever seen the mummy. It's one of the 5 or 10 or definitely a number of deadly plagues. Word? Somebody woke the mummy? These are locusts.
They're called mayflies.
Oh.
These guys aren't your regular annoying houseflies. They grow to 1 inch in length. And get this, they'll be alive for just 24 hours. They literally come alive to breed. Last year, a police officer found himself surrounded by mayflies.
Oh my God, Jesus, oh Jesus.
Check this out. It is literally a sea of mayflies today.
And this video was also taken last year.
Mayflies are covering me right now. It's like a storm of mayflies.
And check out this Doppler radar image of Detroit from just a few days ago.
Who goes out purposely during that? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, okay? Look, a lot of my advice is crazy, but it's valuable. Alright, with that being said, the advice I'm gonna give y'all today is whatever job has you go outside in an infestation like that is not your friend. They don't love you. Whatever amount of money they're paying you is not enough. Run for your lives. Okay? Now yes, the bugs don't sting apparently. And yes, they don't seem to be doing much but just taking up a bunch of space. But is it utterly terrifying? 100% absolutely. Dude, I don't know. I feel like my body would just go to sleep. You know, we need a 32-hour emergency sleep time window until all the mayflies are dead. Come back, clear skies. I don't do the mummy. Unless Brandon Fraser's gonna be in the next one, because he was great in that movie.
Oh, see that mass of green and yellow? No, that's not a rainstorm. It's actually a swarm of mayflies.
Moving on to 3, we've got a building that was infested with spiders. When I say infested, I mean like full-blown infested.
Please, not this.
It was the Baltimore's Black River wastewater treatment plant, so there's a bunch of bugs and stuff in there anyways for these spiders to feed on. But it had over 100 million spiders. When you see the pictures in this video and stuff, it'll just blow your mind. And just naturally, as I'm talking about this, I just realized that there is a spider on my wall right now. I'm gonna go kill that. Here's the clip.
107 million would end up. That's how many spiders experts estimate occupied Baltimore's wastewater treatment plant. With their combined efforts, the arachnid population was able to build a network of webs that covered approximately 4 acres of the building. It's unclear how long the spiders have been an issue, but a group of scientists were finally called to assess the situation in 2009. The team reported that in some places
107 million spiders? That's funny. You know what I would do if I saw 4 consecutive spiders in my house? 4? And even gotta be at the same time. Within like a year span, if I see more than 5 spiders in a 2-year span, game over. Setting the whole house on fire, bruh. Everybody Dougie. I don't play. No, I don't, you know what I mean? Spiders are those things that, you know, you don't know where they're at, or when they're coming, or how fast they can come at you when they do come on you. You know what I mean? Just gotta burn down my house. Might not even tell my friends and family who are in the house when I do it. You never know.
the webs were so dense that they managed to pull 8-foot-long fluorescent lighting fixtures out of position. Heaps of thick, silky ropes were found on the plant's floor, and the report mentions those resulted from workers pushing webs aside to get to the equipment. For those who are still having a difficult time wrapping their heads around what over 107 million spiders looked like, thankfully the researchers broke it down. They estimated that the density of the population came out to just over 35,000 per cubic meter.
Heading number 2, this one was on Animal Planet, but it was about this town that they had this really bad mouse plague infestation going on. Like, they would literally look outside at night or during the day sometimes, and it would look like the ground is moving because there are so many mice.
This is a plague of biblical proportions.
I hope not. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. No, it's that bad! That is that bad!
To be in the middle of a mouse plague is a surreal experience. They were everywhere. The ground's moving, they're going in all directions.
You could see down the front of our house, the ground was just moving. It was just moss.
Oh goodness.
The locals can't leave their homes.
The hell you can't?
If they drive, they risk skidding off the road.
What?
Farmers don't want to go into their barns.
The ground's moving, the walls are moving, things are running on rafters, they're going in all directions.
Tell me
I've had a few go up my trouser leg, it's not a good feeling.
There is no refuge from the plague anywhere.
And finally, number 1 spot, we've got a family that just got completely screwed over. Like, they just got dicked in the ass, I'll tell you that. But they bought this house in Idaho that they thought was a great deal, and it was a great deal for a very good reason. The people who owned it previously didn't tell these people that there was a huge snake problem. Like, there was a massive snake den under this house, and they would always go up and into the house. And they tried to fix it. These people, they ended up going bankrupt because of it, and they couldn't sue the previous family that sold it to them without letting them know. because they were bankrupt, and it just really messed up their lives.
Now imagine lying in your own bed and worrying about snakes crawling under the covers, and what you get isn't a horror movie, but Ben and Amber Sessions' life.
It was a nightmare.
When they bought this 5-bedroom house in rural Idaho, it seemed like an incredible deal, until they started finding snakes slithering everywhere. In the walls, on the floor, in their garbage.
You could hear, if you can imagine, scales against the back of sheetrock. It was pretty eerie.
Wildlife biologists say the real intruder is the house, built square on top of a snake den where the serpents sleep, breed, and multiply by the hundreds with no way out but up through the house. The previous owners had the same problem and sued, but the Sessions say they had no idea, even though they signed these documents disclosing a possible snake problem.
We were told that the previous owners were just trying to make up a story so they didn't have to pay their mortgage.
The Sessions say their big concern is that someone else will wind up inside this house. It was put back on the market at a reduced price after they moved out, but word got around. It's now been taken back by the bank. Bank officials won't say what they plan to do with it. And as for the Sessions, they say they do not plan to sue because they can't afford it.
Well, that video ruined my life. Hope you guys enjoyed it, which if it ruined my life, you probably did. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you guys want to watch the original video. The link's in the description down below. Because the moral of this story is, you see any type of animal in your house, and you didn't buy it at PetSmart or Petco, or find it in a back alley, in a heroin-infested back alley of a house or something, then just burn it down. Set it on fire. Give it back to where the house came from. It's your boy BHD, Twisms.